Hey there everybody, how's it going? In this case, I'll bring you game footage from Gran Turismo 6. This is actually a race between my brother and I. I'm in the GTR and he is in the LFA. So I guess just one day we decided to come up with an idea to create a cinematic replay race uh, using whatever given camera angles were offered within the replay mode and seeing what else I can do with them in a simple video editing software with the cuts and edits and possibly music here and there. So I guess this being my first video commentary, I should tell you a little bit about myself. I am 22 years old, recent graduate, living in Toronto, Ontario. I guess what inspired me to start this YouTube thing are, let's say, Rooster Teeth and my personal favorite, the Rat Brad. I guess you could say I'm a fairly decent gamer. I don't do too bad for myself, but also I'm not like amazing at it, especially online gaming. But I guess I decided to show you something better, or show you something that I actually enjoy doing a lot, and that is video editing, making videos, and cars. So I figured I would show you a video I made about these two, and hope you enjoy. So this race between my brother and I was a legit race, other than like we were actually racing full on out. When doing video editing, or especially when planning to do a race like this, we actually just had the idea of, you know what, let's just full on race on the Nurburgring, let's see what the outcome is. And whatever we did, or whatever the outcome was, we kept it and sort of made whatever we did in between like a little bit more dramatic. I guess a little bit more planned, something like movie post-production style kind of thing. So basically, some of the scenes that you do see here have been planned ahead of time. Well, not really ahead of time, but it's just that if we screwed up at one point in the stage, we will have to restart the game, or restart the race, come back to that point, and reorganizing it rather than do the whole race again and again, because each lap takes around like 8 minutes, and that may not sound long, but when you're doing this like constantly and you keep messing up, it can take quite a while. So as you see here, here's a scene right here where I do little cuts and edits. I do bumper cam of my brother's car, then I do POV cam right here. I jump right into the inside, and this GTR has a whole bunch of torque. So I guess why we decided on these two cars was because at the time these two were the most evenly matched cars in the game. I think they're the most evenly matched cars in the real world as well. The PP on both of these cars were, I think, just one performance point away from each other. But other than that, just the characteristics of them just made them such high contenders. Like the LFA was rear-wheel drive, but very light, which would cause, I guess, the back to kind of kick out a bit. But I think my brother controlled it good enough to the point it doesn't, and maybe I think the tires were a bit too grippy, even though we were on sport mediums. But the GTR even though it's slightly underpowered than the LFA, but it has so much torque, it just pulls right out. Even just around this turn right here, you can see the GTR just pull. Yeah, I understated a bit right there, my bad. I'm not the best Gran Turismo driver out there, but I think I do pretty good for myself. So around this carousel, I jump back into. I stay in cinematic cam. It's very hard to play with the camera angles within Gran Turismo. They only give you, yeah, like I said, just 3 or 4 types of angles, and it's not that easy. It takes sometimes like the more you edit, the more you think that you're just using too much of the same angles, and you think that people get bored of it. And I'm sure some do, but it's the only but you gotta work with what you got and see what you can do. And yeah, even at I think around this section of the stage, we had to redo just because I think I remember spinning out here, and the car looked wrecked, even though you could turn off damage. But I completely forgot at the time, so my bad. It was a pretty fun race, even though some parts of it were planned after an accident or whatever. We still try to make it look like by actually going all driving all out. And like you saw my GTR hit the curb and it just went on 2 wheels. Alright, so when you watch the end of this race, you'll see that it comes down to dead heat. It looked like it was planned, but it really wasn't. It actually how it really ended. But I had to re I guess reshoot the replay. So by basically going back to the very ending and just do that same scene again with my brother. It's just that because at the very end, after we crossed the line, we sort of dicked around, I guess, with the cars, and it didn't look good at the very. It didn't look good if we put that in the video, so we just did the same thing, shot for shot, and yeah. So, but before that, before you see that, I just want to tell you all that this my case of Uber Gear or Uber Gear case or whatever you're gonna see it as this channel, wherever you're gonna see this channel as, it is it may not be permanent because I have a group of friends who have an idea to create a YouTube channel that involves us basically commentating on us just playing games, and there you can see our personalities, the way we behave, the way we act in video games, and my buddies and I, we're very laid back, we're very chill. So maybe I'll have if that channel goes up anytime soon, I'll have the link in the description. And yeah, thank you very much. See you all.